Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are fine. My last video was journey from Toronto to India, Delhi IGI airport during COVID-19 times in the month of November 2020. Today's video is based on journey from Delhi, India to Toronto during COVID-19 times in the month of November 2020. Yes, I didn't have much time. I had very less vacation. So I'm going back in the month of November itself. And right now I'm at the airport, Delhi IGI airport, waiting for the check-in time to be started. I still have a lot of time. That's why I'm sitting outside the airport. You can see the airport, some glance of airport. And today we have special guests. I have my mom with me. My mom is saying hi. Say hi, guys. Okay. And my dad. Yeah, my dad is also saying hi. We all are wearing masks. So mask is compulsory first of all. Second thing is compulsory is to get your COVID test done. So the sample of the COVID test should be collected within 72 hours, not beyond 72 hours. Otherwise, you can face some kind of problem. Okay. So which I told you in our last video. So for returning to Toronto, I got the COVID test done today itself in the morning. So I'm still waiting for the reports. Let's see what's gonna happen. The hospital staff, the people who did the COVID test, they told me that don't worry, you'll get your reports. Oh my god, my specs. So they told me that your COVID reports will be available to you by tomorrow's evening. So let's see what happens. So I'll tell you everything from time to time. Don't worry and stay connected. Okay guys, so the last clip you saw was mine, me at airport with my mom and dad. So once I went inside the airport, I was in the check-in area. So what happened there is, because I am PR in Canada, so the airline staff, they asked me, okay, so are you PR or on a temporary resident visa? So I told them that I'm PR. Then they asked me to show the PR card and the passport and stuff. When I showed them my documents, then they guided me to a different line. Like I saw that there are two separate areas when we are traveling from India to Toronto to Canada basically. So at airport there were two different lines, one for the temporary residence visa people and one for the PR or citizens, right? So when I showed them my PR card and the passport, the airline staff people, they asked me to go to a different line, and it saved me a lot of time, because then I didn't need to go through, like I didn't need to stand in a queue for a long time and go through all the regular procedures which we already know what happens at airport. I was in a different line. It was quick, so I just again filled the self-declaration form, the same form which I told you in the previous video. Self-declaration form that I am traveling from Delhi to Toronto, and my details, my residence details, date of birth, phone number, etc, etc, and I don't have any symptoms. All right, so I told you that I got the COVID test done in the morning itself. So after check-in, when I got the boarding pass, unfortunately this time I got the middle seat, and it was a horrible experience, I tell you, because of the COVID, if you're traveling from Air India and in the economy, and if you're an economy passenger, and if you got the middle seat, then you have to wear the PPE kit, which I wore, and you have to sit in the middle, like in the congested seat, middle in between the people. And like, one thing, you're not comfortable. Second thing, you are wearing the PPE kit, with the helmet, the coat and stuff, and it was, trust me, it's not a good experience at all. So always, if you are traveling and if you are choosing Air India, make sure that you choose your seat online. Pay a little bit money, but it will be more comfortable than sitting in between people, trust me. So I sat in between the people. And then for the food thing, in Air India, they gave us the light food stuff like the cupcake, the yogurt, all the packed things which does not involve any human touch and all. So all the things were packed, and they were packed nicely. So it was good, the food was good at least. So that the food helped me survive in the flight. So after flying for 13 to 14 hours, finally I reached Toronto Pearson. So Toronto Pearson, and there the experience was much better than the Delhi airport. Why? Because there, like, you are walking and going to the connections and arrival area, right? And there you'll find the CBSA officers in the uniform with a form, and they are guiding you, and everybody is so helpful. They're guiding, okay, so you travel, take this form, this is COVID self-isolation form, and the other form, the self-declaration one, that how you gonna do your self-isolation. So we got the two forms. One was the informational one, and second one which we actually have to fill up and give it to the immigration people. So the people who had the connecting flights for US and stuff, they went to a different section of the airport, and I was actually arriving. So they asked me, the airport people. Then after the CBSA people, the airport people comes, and they asked me, okay, so you are permanent resident or work permit or student visa, what are you, what's your status in Canada? I told them PR. They checked my PR card and stuff, and then they again moved me to a different section for PR and citizens. I went there, and at Canada, in Canada, you have, everybody knows who have traveled and seen the airport in Canada. They have the self kiosk thing, self declaration kiosk, in which you have to input your information by yourself. Of course, you can take if you don't know anything how to do and what to do, then you can ask for help, but otherwise it's simple, and it has many languages. Select your language and input your information, your name, flight, your passport, and the travel document, and the machine will scan it, and then the machine will approve. And then once that stage is done, like that stage is similar to the pre-COVID times. So once that was done, then I moved forward, and the CBSA officer or the immigration officer, so it depends who is sitting over there. Then they asked me, okay, so where are you traveled from? I told them I travel from India. And then they asked, they checked that when was the last time I traveled from Canada to India. So they checked the dates and all. Then they checked my self-declaration form, and then they asked me, so you live here alone or with family in a rented house, or you own the house, all that stuff. And then they asked me, how you gonna do the self-isolation? So you should be prepared with the answer that how you're gonna do the self-isolation part. And once they are once you convince them, then they'll approve your paper, the form which you have filled, the self-isolation one, and then they'll guide you, then they'll ask you to move forward. So once you are done with the immigration or the CBSA officer, and once you're done with telling them how you're going to do the self-isolation part, then you move forward, and then you'll meet another CBSA officer who is actually collecting that photocopy of the paper which you got from the kiosk machine. Remember the kiosk machine in which you input the information, your full name, date of birth, etc., and then you scan your passport and your travel document. So you get the photocopy of your scan. So whatever you got, you just gave that paper to the CBSE officer, and then you are set. So So that's the whole procedure. After that, you'll go downstairs, and wherever your airline like has allocated the luggage section, section basically. So there you'll get your luggage, and then you're good to go. And of course the self-isolation. So that was my experience. So hope you, after watching this video, you will get an idea what to do and what can happen at airport, at Toronto airport, and what can happen at Indian Delhi airport basically. So if you like this video, if you find it useful, please guys like it and subscribe to my channel. I have all the information, and also check my Instagram. You'll find some cool stuff there. So that's all, and keep watching Canada Life. Thank you.